Like,
Oh yeah, no, you fucked a fat whore. Oh, what's up, boys? Boston vibes.
I need.
We actually used
I
that.
think we just
That was
broke
great.
it.
Alright, wait, 1 second. I need to pee.
Hey!
That came in at the best moment. It was just a fresh record, and we fucked a fat bitch.
Okay.
Well, I think Nick just solidified our intro.
That's always nice. We can cross that off now. Oh my god.
Fat
Way to warm it
bitch.
up.
We got the
That
intro
bitch.
down.
That bitch.
Just note that down. Fat whore intro works well.
Alright, maybe we should introduce everyone.
Underline that.
I guess.
To the viewer out there.
Okay.
So
Do we
one
have?
viewer?
No plural, just one.
Well, I think you should go first, Nick.
Alright, well, okay. My name is Nicholas.
Oh Jesus
Gamer
Christ.
tag known as Suicidal
Oh,
Tapia.
Just.
Keep the theme going. No, keep going. Tell me a little bit about yourself, Nick.
I was born in North Korea. Tucked my way out at the age of 7.
What?
Swam to shore to
Lean
Australia.
Wait, you swam all the way from North Korea?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
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 They have an excellent physical education program.
Oh, I just thought he was one of those like boat people, you know, like half man, half boat.
No, he's not a pussy.
No.
No, he swam.
Actually, no. Yeah, no. Thrown into a detention center. Was molested. Not good a kid, but you know, built character.
Well, you
So,
were
yeah.
a kid.
Well. And then yeah, that's my story. Went to private school.
And that's the viewer count just dropped.
Yeah. They got
So,
molested there too, but that's a different story.
Excellent.
Yeah, sorry about
Oh shit. So am I going now or is Spencer going?
You go.
Okay.
There you go.
My name is Jamie, last name. My gamer tag is Sugar Nips, and I am younger than Nicholas.
Oh yeah.
And we went to the same school. It was
Did you get molested as well?
I was the
I
molester.
think that was the rule.
Oh.
Wait,
I wish.
so which one of you's the pedophile?
Bit of both.
Fuck off. We're not going over this again. We're not bringing this up now. I am Chinese. Howdy.
Yeah, bloody right. You're not Chinese. You're a bit half, but.
I'm a bit half.
You're more
You're a
Scottish than you are
quarter.
Chinese.
You're a quarter.
Yeah, but that's not as exotic. And plus, now I have an excuse
Exotic.
for having an immaculately
I thought if you had to
tiny
be classified
penis.
as exotic, you have to be from like
I'm like one of those, you know
Bahamas,
those, you know
like
those
Cuba. Or North
tigers
Korea.
that,
or North Korea.
those like tigers that people collect and put in cages for like auction.
Oh right.
That's me.
So you're just there to look pretty, but do absolutely shit on.
Well, that was
Yeah.
his work ethic at high school, so. Look pretty.
I don't have any witty comeback to that because it's probably the most true statement about my life.
You can't argue with that.
All right, Luke, you're up.
Luke Mills.
My name's Luke, and I'm an alcoholic. I've had this issue for 10 years now, and it's tore apart my life. Oh, I wish that was a skit. I'm Luke, otherwise known as local coldest, because I sacrificed a virgin once.
That was
But
me.
I did my time. That's behind us.
So was Marcel.
Yeah, we all went to school together, despite what Jamie said.
What did I say?
You said no, actually,
I said I went to the same school as Nick.
not despite what you said, because you were actually correct.
I was
I'll
correct.
give you that one.
The first time.
Starting on a good note.
Maybe we should all just say we all went to the same school.
We
I
went to the
think
same
Luke
school.
just said
like
That yeah,
Luke
that's
just
how we
fucking
know.
said that.
That's what we were all molested by
oh,
Jamie.
Oh yeah.
By Jamie.
I'm a man
Oh,
of my
I,
word.
actually, I molested Jamie, and then Jamie molested all of you.
You've,
It's
you've affected
it's-
me in more ways than one.
It's a give and take relationship. We molest each other, and we're eternally thankful for it.
It's like a big circle.
It's just
You know,
one.
just a circle molestation.
Circle jerk, but on other people.
Yeah.
Oh, on each other, I thought.
Best kind of jerk.
Yes.
Circly.
Moving on.
Nick taught us that trick from North Korea.
I'm not actually Asian, by the way. I'm probably the most whitest person here.
He's American.
And then we get on to me, the whitest person here.
What
Oh, that just
say?
contradicted everything.
What did I?
Technically, no, because your freckles mean you're technically like
Multicultural.
Does that
Yeah.
Is each
Are
freckle
Are you
like a
fucking
different
retarded?
race?
No, I'm saying he's half black.
Yeah, so I'm Austin. I'm English. Believe it or not, went to the same school as these guys as well.
No.
Yeah,
You
nothing.
can just tell from his voice he's not black.
Yeah, well, cheers for that.
Can we have like? Can we just have like a pick on?
If you went to a private school, he's
What do you
definitely
call yourself
not
online,
black.
Austin?
What do I call myself online?
What did we say about racism?
Anyway,
It's good.
anyway, online, my gamer tag is known as Aussie Top Banana.
Underscore faggot.
Underscores everywhere. Nothing exciting. Let's move on to the next person.
Oh, that's
God.
me. I'm Spencer. Like, what do I have like, how
What's your
many
fucking gamer tag?
How many, which gamer tag do I do?
Well,
both?
You'll be Spangle. You'll be Spangle.
Spangle? I'm
Yeah.
Spangle. And then on PSN, I'm like Screaming Angel with random ones in there. I like a dash.
Yay.
I don't even remember how to spell it
Neither do I
sometimes.
just say Spangle.
Yeah, we just call him
Spangle's
Spank Daddy.
Yeah.
Bang Daddy.
He's like Spank Daddy, but Spang
Okay.
Daddy.
So, in high school, right, I had Japanese nicknames, like my Japanese class,
Spencer Des.
and
Spencer son.
the girls started calling me Spank.
Spank.
That's
Wait,
like-
were these the white girls, the Asian girls that didn't
There
exactly know
there
how
was
to speak?
3 of us. It was me, my best friend Ben, and Lauren, and she just started calling me Spank, and then she translated that into Japanese, and then started calling me that.
Oh.
What's spank in Japanese?
I can't
Just for
remember.
future reference.
Spanku.
like-
Spank
Spanku.
son.
Spank.
Spank, that's it.
Yeah, I can't even remember, but I can look it up probably.
Spank sounds like a mascot for a bacon brand.
Spank.
Spank.
Actually, yeah.
Spank sound.
Get a plate full of
Bake.
spank.
We're making bacon with
Spank Daddy.
bacon.
It's like spam. But
What's
spicy.
the South Park thing?
I don't watch that.
We're
I'm
baking.
educated, I don't watch that.
Oh, fuck. We're making bacon with something. The Trey Parker and Matt Stone did like a little
I don't
kind of
know
thing where
that.
they fed bacon to a pig, and then it was like we're making bacon with macon or something like that, and then like
Okay.
That's funny.
I type spank and Google Translate. The things that come up are like spank me. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
Well, it's a very practical application.
I
I use that
fucking
word
wish.
every other day, you know?
Yeah.
You did.
Well,
Topics.
list of topics we should probably do because you know we can't.
Well, I was waiting. I was waiting for
I don't see
Spencer
why
to
we
finish
just
his
can't
spank
have
thing.
a
Oh,
conversation. I think that died.
I'm pretty sure the spank's dead.
Comedic iDubbbz burp.
Royalties have to go to iDubbbz.
We're not
Um,
making money off this.
I wish we
Ooh.
were. We'll just if
Yeah,
there's
I
like
one
highly
viewer.
doubt it.
if there are long pauses, we'll just edit
Guys,
them
we have like
out.
a
or like
Fundie
putting
page.
crickets or some shit.
No.
But either
On
way,
my Patreon.
yes, the Destiny 2. It comes out in 2 days from the recording. I'm
You-
so excited.
For
You mean on
PC.
For PC, yeah.
No, yeah, dude. We've already completed like storyline on all 3 different fucking classes.
I'm still under my Titan.
We got like 120 hours each.
I've got the less. I've
Who's
got
actually
the
gotten
least.
platinum so far?
I do.
Spencer does.
I just gotta get the Titan hammer. Like I've gotten it, but I gotta go to the shard now and actually do it. Then I get platinum.
I just
Yeah.
need to actually have more than one character.
I think
Yeah,
my
should
Titan-
a fucking hunter on anyway.
My hunter's
like
on
280.
my hunter's on 300 at the moment.
Oh, 300.
But like
Yeah.
I haven't started my
Tried
warlock or my
hunter,
titan.
And then I played through like my Titan, and I got like the last shard thing, and I never touched my Titan again.
Really?
Titans are really good in Trials of the Nine though.
They are.
Yeah.
They're ridiculous.
They're
That's
especially
why I did
especially
so
if
well
it's,
with you. Usually I'm like awful. Usually I get like a
Yeah.
KD of like 0.2, but
if
with
it's
it, I
the-
got like a 2 KD.
if it's
Yeah.
the elimination thing where you get each team has a certain amount of lives,
Survival.
then I would say Warlock is the best.
Wait,
For the bomb one, Titan 100%.
Oh,
100% of the way.
Absolutely.
but the way I play games is I never do like more than one character. Like I'm always like a one character kind of person.
Oh, during Destiny 1, I just hot swapped. I constantly just
So,
hot swapped throughout the day.
Destiny 1, I think I've got 4 hours on a hunter, and I made a Titan that I never played,
Yeah.
and then all my time is on my Warlock.
That's fair.
I main one and then have one ult which I'll use if I want to play extra that week, but the third like never gets touched.
Yeah.
And then if you're Austin, you make a second Titan for whatever reason.
Well, I was
Yeah.
trying to get some of that mad loot, but then
They did, yeah, they-
nerfed that to the ground, and I ended up deleting that one. Yeah.
I think my Titan only had 48 hours.
Out of
on it
all
on
the
Destiny
things
1.
to
Only
nerf,
48,
My
yeah.
time point.
They
had
nerf
24
fucking
hours.
levels progression.
I think my Hunter had like 700 and something, and then Warlock was maybe.
Because all I did with my
Oh.
Titan was got it to level 20, level 40, and then everything I had for my Warlock and
You
my
just
Hunter,
tra-
I
you
just
just
transferred
infused it
infused,
over,
and
yeah.
it got to 400 light level. I was
That's
like,
exactly
oh,
what
I'm
you
done.
did. Like,
Yeah.
like I got my Titan to like 400. This like
Yeah.
the same day I
Right.
got it to like level 40.
And I got the little achievement in the record book,
Yeah.
and I was like, done.
I'm so sad. Austin's here in his what is it? The Triumph
of Triumph.
T-shirt.
Age
It's
of
got his gamer
Triumph
tag on the side.
t-shirt, yeah.
I wasn't able to buy that.
Did you not get it? In the
I
end?
didn't end up getting
Did
it
you
in
get
the end.
yours?
Yeah, yeah.
I filled out the book. Like I went through. That was the only thing keeping me in Destiny 1.
Wait, did you not order it then?
I didn't end up ordering it.
Oh, but you could have.
I tried to find the thing. I couldn't find it on the store. Apparently, I needed a code, and I
Yeah.
couldn't get the code anywhere. Even though I completed the book, I think
Oh.
it had the code, and I didn't record what that code was.
Yeah, I screenshotted it.
Yeah, I screenshot mine.
Wait, can you just like call like Bungie support and it's like, hey, I didn't get the code.
Probably.
Can you like?
That's like
send it?"
maximum effort though, just to
Dude.
get a shirt.
Okay.
I would do
But it's a
that.
cool shirt.
It's
You
not
said
a cool
it's the
shirt.
cheapest shirt you've ever
No,
bought.
the-
You can't
the
even put it in
game-
the
what do
wash,
you
otherwise it
What do you
breaks
mean?
it.
It's a
Game
cheaper
track.
shirt. It costs fucking tons.
No, he means cheap
That's-
in quality.
Oh
cheap
yeah,
in quality.
that's fair.
It's like a $50 shirt,
Yeah.
but it was like
But that was-
it
that
was
was-
made in North
that was
Korea,
free
so I
shipping.
mean,
Yeah.
It's
Run-
free
run on
shipping. So
jokes.
it's
Alright,
fine.
wait. So you can be bothered to contact support.
It did not occur to me at
Alright.
the time. I just kind of realized it wasn't in the store and
Not
cried.
not related to Destiny, but the support thing. I platinumed Horizon Zero Dawn.
We know you
Earlier
platinum
this year.
games.
So
Same.
Just
there's
so they-
an exclusive PlayStation theme that you can get if you platinum the game.
Yeah,
didn't-
I think Fred has it as well.
I didn't get the code, so I called PlayStation support and made them get the fucking thing for me.
this is when you know you have no life. You call up PlayStation support.
And thing is, this
I
is
just
like
want someone to talk to.
this is like the middle of my exams. And I fucking like on PlayStation support for like half an hour to get a fucking theme.
Oh,
Do
you
you
haven't
even
got a
use that theme?
theme?
Yeah, I got the theme.
Do you still use it?
Yeah, it's still my background.
Okay,
it's a
that's
nice
fair.
theme though.
That's cool.
It's the one with it's the moving one with all
The
the.
dynamic.
It's not. It's like almost dynamic.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like very
it's kind of like a
subtle.
pan, isn't it?
But it comes up. It's like blue background, and then it
Yeah.
shows all the different robots.
Mm.
Oh,
and the
yeah.
other one is what's her name?
Aloy.
Aloy. It's just a thing about Aloy.
Yeah.
It's got the blue background. It's a nice blue though.
Horizon Zero Dawn did a lot of things really well.
I've got the what's it called? The Last Guardian theme
Yeah.
on mine. I still haven't because I got that game in England when we went. Got like halfway through, and then when I came back here, I had to start it again because it's a different PS4
Yeah.
in the UK, so I haven't been bothered
Ah,
to
I
start
see.
it up again. But I should because what I played was brilliant.
Yeah.
Last Guardian looked really good.
Is it? Did you play it, Spencer?
I started it. It was.
Different.
It wasn't that it was a bad game. It was just that the control was just a little off. Just always just a tad off. For
I
me.
found the camera angles were a little bit
the
strange.
camera angles
sometimes,
were the things that annoyed me
but-
the most.
Other than that, it looked like a fantastic
it was
game.
like just walking, like you know when you're like walking like a really like tight,
Yeah.
narrow thing over like a cliff. I just fall off and it's like, I shouldn't have.
I think it's one of those. I find some games have like weird controls that just take a couple hours and then you use it better. I'm not sure what it is.
It's
about
just something
some
you
of them.
get used to.
Yeah.
I think I think I got it for Christmas and I got Final Fantasy 15. So I was playing that.
Oh
I
yeah.
played that lot and I didn't really get into Last Guardian.
I have Final Fantasy 15 and I've only played like the first couple of missions.
It is a good game, but it's very long.
I still haven't
Is it?
played it yet.
I'm not,
I
to,
got
that, I'm
it
not to
from
that bit where you have to
work.
get the boat somewhere and you're on that beach
Oh yeah.
in the restaurant.
I just
That
I just wanted
takes
to play
a
it to
while,
summon
actually, that
Gandalf.
bit.
Oh yeah.
That's all I wanted to do.
Retro-y games now. Like, remember the good old ones from back in the early 2000s on PS2?
Yeah,
no,
Ratchet
couple.
Gladiator.
Ratchet
Ratchet Gladiator was very good.
Ratchet
God.
Deadlock.
The original Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Oh, don't get me started. That is such a good game.
I still have it, and my PS2 still works.
They
I got
put
a
it-
fucking 8 GB memory card. You
They,
plug
no,
it in.
they
It's
brought
not
up this-
gigabytes, it's
It's
fucking
megabytes.
megabytes.
Yeah.
Megabytes. Oh god.
It's like an 8 megabyte
Yeah.
storage
Yeah.
drive.
And
They,
I
it's
play
like
it.
bigger than like a 16 gig flash
Yeah.
drive now.
Yeah.
I
well,
only have,
it's
like,
bigger than some of the like
5
128
games.
gig
Yeah.
things. You can get like micro
Yeah.
SDs for 128.
Yeah.
I've got them somewhere in here.
I only ever had 5 games I could play on it because I didn't have enough memory cards.
Yeah, I had-
They were expensive back in the day. I
Yeah.
saw they were like $50 each in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
That's equivalent to what, like $100 now.
Mm.
Yeah, it's
My-
It's
my-
AIDS. You can buy like a 32 gigabyte USB now for like $10 from Officeworks.
Yeah. My dad had loads because he played Tomb Raider on the PS2 before I was born.
Ooh.
So then when I got to like 6, he had I think Tomb Raider 1 through to
Ooh.
I think it would have been 7 at the
With
time.
Lara Croft's triangular tits.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
pyramid
The best
pyramid
kind.
The
boobies.
pyramid
Pyramid
boobies.
little
Yeah. So we had like loads of the
Hershey's
16
Kiss
megabit.
No, but there was a game I played I was kind of obsessed with back in the day. You guys might have heard of it. I think it was called Jack. It was like some green
Like
hair
Jack and
elf.
Dexter. Jack and Dexter.
Yeah, it was like some weird ferret thing.
Yeah.
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 I played the
That
racing
was
game
the
of
shit.
that.
I had a friend in my neighborhood named
That was
Robert,
sweet.
and he'd always walk like he was just some neighborhood rat essentially. Like he'd just walk over to my house and be like, "Hey, you playing Jack?" And I was like, "Yeah." He'd be like, "Oh sweet, can I watch?" Go home, fucker. Jesus.
Why not?
Oh, he was a bit of a cock.
the games I played the most on PS2 would be Ratchet Gladiator. Fuck my life. Because
That
you
was a
can
great
you could with the level progress. If you complete the game, you bring the guns that you have over,
Oh yeah.
and you get the difficulty like caps. So you're just fucking everything because the level like each gun, they get there are levels for
There's,
each gun.
upgrades
There's like
for each gun.
yeah, and as you use it more, it gets better and better, and it stays at that level when you start a new game. So at some point after like the 12th time I'd completed the game, it was just easy as fuck from that. Like you one hit everything with this big cannon that shot light down from the sky, and it half held bosses in like 2 shots. It was the fucking shit.
Yeah, back at Ratchet and Clank, I don't know which one because there was like 4 versions of the game. I don't know which one I had back in the day, but he could upgrade a certain gun.
Yeah.
Right. And my brother had a gun called the Rhino, right? And at the end of it,
Oh,
this
yeah,
big
yeah.
ass boss, and my brother just like 5
That's
shot
the-
at it with like within a clip.
With
And that was it.
with
that
that,
was the story. Was like,
it's
okay,
like
you done it.
it's the weapon that you like find collectibles and blueprints from it around in the world, and then you can bring
I
it all
have
together.
No idea.
And
Oh,
it's fucking beefy. It's
that-
so
It
good.
was ridiculous.
That's a good reward though. It's like
It's really good
You actually
reward.
gotta go out and find it instead of just buying it. It's
Although,
How
yeah,
was
back then though, it would have been very fun. Now you could just kind of Google where the pieces are, and then
yeah.
you
Like
set.
guides existed then. They were just like
Yeah,
they
but
weren't
you-
digital.
that
they were,
wasn't-
like, magazines.
You had to
But
go
that
and buy
wasn't-
the guidebook.
magazines,
Yeah.
I've got all the old Tomb
I
Raider
still
ones.
got all mine as well.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Fantastic.
remember buying like a cheat book when like I had my like first Wii.
Oh,
I have
Buying, like cheat codes for the Force Unleashed
Oh,
on the Wii.
on the Wii.
Yes,
It was better on the
Yes,
Wii.
It was
Yeah.
better on the Wii actually. Yeah.
You could swing it. You could swing it like dick.
Felt like a
around.
real
Hell.
Jedi.
And it had these like cheat codes where you got different costumes. So I played as like Return of the Jedi Luke
Mm.
for like this mission, but then it fucked up the cutscenes. So I didn't get any of the cutscenes. I just got like, so I didn't understand the story because I just got the cheat codes. I had to skip all the cutscenes.
Yeah.
So it's like, I didn't realize that he died at the end.
Oh.
I got a funny story I do for Wii. Do for my brother. He's a cunt. I'm just kidding. Probably shouldn't say the word, but nonetheless, right? So it was like Christmas back in like 2009. Like the PS3 just came out, right?
Oh, yeah.
And my brother had just like finished playing all the games for PS2. Brand new game system. He was like, "Oh, I want the PS3." Like it looks at my dad dead in the eyes. It's like, this is what I need. And he was like, "Oh yeah, cool. Christmas comes. It's the big box. And you know when you get a big box at Christmas, you know like."
This is
It's
the
gonna
big
be
one.
good.
This is it, right? It's just,
This is
and
the
your
big
parents kind of give you like the nod. It's like, check it out. And he's like, fucking yeah. And he runs over, rips into some fucking Nintendo Wii. He was just looks at them, he's like, if I wanted to fucking play, I'd go outside. Like, oh gosh. God, you verbally abused them that day. Worst and best Christmas ever.
I can imagine your brother just fucking ripping into your parents for a Nintendo Wii.
Like legit, he was like, the one thing I ask you, oh yeah, fucking one thing, you can't even do that right, mom. Like so rough.
Oh, that's
The Wii,
such an
like,
American
outsold-
reaction.
Oh, we
Yeah,
had
I know.
PlayStation though.
Yeah,
everything.
but-
We had what?
The Wii way outsold the PlayStation 3 that year.
And
Yeah.
the 360 as well.
Yeah,
Because all of the ads were like, 'Cause like, I want a Wii.
Yeah,
and
there
then
were way more
I did
Wii
want
ads
a
than
Wii.
any other ad.
But like,
Remember the ads were two like Japanese men who knocked on the door. They started bowing down. That was so good.
like grandparents bought the Wii, like for themselves, and like they just played like fucking Wii Sports, like they didn't
Dude,
buy any
bowling,
other games.
bowling and tennis was my shit.
Oh, tennis was so good.
Tennis was so
And,
much
And like you
fun.
play like 2 players, but you're controlling both of them. You just go like that, and just swing around.
Like when 2 players are both at the net and you're just.
Would you remember when you know how it had the Me Creator on it?
Yeah.
That day when you realized you can make like animals and weird faces by moving the
Oh,
eyebrows
yeah,
and shit. Yeah, that day I had like 15 penguins, a polar bear, everything. It filled up the whole thing.
My
That was a
brother
good
always
day.
went out of his way to make the ugliest ones possible.
Yeah.
He made like one guy whose mustache was just, like eyebrows.
What year did the Wii come out?
Like 2006, 7.
Six?
Oh, I've
No, it was later than that.
No, so
You
No,
sure?
no, it must be later because I came to Australia in 2007.
Maybe
and we didn't know
2009,
it wasn't-
2010.
because I got my Wii when I was back and lived in America, and that was
Okay, wait.
Bear in mind, it has been quite a while since the original Wii came out.
Yeah,
Like I lived
this
in
is like
England.
the OG Wii,
Oh, yeah,
right?
okay,
Not
okay,
like
yeah,
the new
yeah,
Wii. Yeah, it was
yeah.
like, oh.
Bets. What year?
I'm saying 2009.
I'm saying 2008.
2006.
I'm gonna go 9 as well.
November 19, 2006.
Hey!
No way.
No.
Really?
Got him.
Oh my god.
2006.
That shit, that's 11 years old.
Yeah.
Almost
Oh,
18.
fuck.
No,
Yeah.
it's,
I mean,
it's
it's almost 12 years old,
so
sorry.
it's-
No.
Yeah.
my
It's almost
God.
11 years old.
Fuck, we're old.
It's 2017.
Oh, that's very
2017
true. I can't do
yeah.
math.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
yeah.
That was like the first console I probably had.
Mm.
Like I had a Wii, and then I bought a 360. Like after that.
My
Shit.
dad had the PS2 from Yonks. So
I had an old Dell
I bought-
desktop PC. That was
I know the
shit.
Dell
Dude,
was
fucking-
back in the day.
I
It was
like the
great.
first computer game I ever played, other than Space Invaders Math, that my mum got me to, because I was a dumb
Wait.
cunt.
I want to hear more about Space Invaders Math.
Essentially,
What's 1 + 1?
it was like a 3D game, so already I was kind of like, whoa, bro. And equations would come down from the screen,
Oh.
and you had to type in the answers to them, and then the spaceship would go choo, pew, and then it would kill the equation, and then more equations would slowly come down from the screen for a limited time, and each time it got like harder and harder, and it would come down faster, and it would be a longer period of
I think
time.
that's the way to teach kids these
That
days.
game was my shit.
well,
But-
school doesn't fucking work, does it? I mean,
Us.
in like I don't know if you guys did it in year I think it would have been 5 or something. No, before that, early school. They had those math tests where you filled out all the multiplication things, and if you got them all right, you moved on to the next sheet.
Oh, like you do like your 1 timetables and like your 2 timetables.
Sort of, yeah, but they had levels that went all the way from A to Z throughout the year.
Oh yeah.
I never got past B. I just couldn't be bothered to finish.
I
that.
hated the fucking.
I never got a sheet.
I hate like I was put into a speed typing course. What is it called? Touch typing course.
Oh yeah.
And essentially, they'd make you do. They put your hands into like a certain position, like you're playing the piano or something, and then they put like a cover over the keyboard, and that shit did not work.
Yeah, same.
I played video games for like 3 years, and I'm G.
Yeah.
I'm G just so I can spam shit to other players, like, oh my god, I'm gonna fuck your mom.
Legit, playing video games taught me more about typing than the fucking.
Yeah.
It must have been like
Back
year
in
2
year
or year 3.
No, year 3 or year 4 when they make you do the typing thing. Because like, what do you used your index fingers back in the day to type?
Yeah,
And there was
yeah.
that class.
The
It was like,
individual.
you actually want to use your whole hands.
Oh, there was like some game.
in the
that they play.
ICT room.
Yeah. And it'd be like, spell the word animal. And it'd be like, they'd do that teacher's like, don't use your
music
fucking index
Yeah.
fingers. Sorry.
Wait, was it music themed that one?
Something like
I
that.
did that course back when I was living in America, and I can remember something about it being linked with like a tune or a song,
Yeah.
and you had to
Yeah.
type it
Oh,
out
that's
to the,
right.
to
Yeah,
the
it
beat
was.
of a song
What?
or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was messed up.
I remember they had different levels. I remember an underwater one.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yes, we think about the same one. Yeah.
And like it was like,
Every
Like,
fucking
cutesy
game
animated,
has a water level.
and it was like here you start with this row, and you like move up
Yeah.
to like
Those games
the
are
one
horrible.
above.
Looking
like,
back
the
on
one
it, it was
no,
like,
yeah.
All in, yeah.
It was a form of torture.
That's what started my depression.
It
Actually-
it was just like a thing to waste an hour out of the day.
You have to have a very
Because, like, the
high
teachers
IQ to understand
The teachers-
spelling game.
The teachers didn't want to teach us. So like, what's the most like fucking repetitive, mediocre thing we can do to waste time for them.
Yeah.
Chuck
It's
on
like
really
fucking
shit.
chuck them on a computer and make them spell
Heads down,
words.
thumbs up, or make them type.
Oh, heads down, thumbs up.
No, I read a thing about that. It's actually to spot cheaters.
Yeah, I was just
Yeah.
about to say that.
So, like, essentially, people are like, put your heads down, thumbs up, and then the teachers will look at the kids that cheat, like, look down at shoes and kind of, like, rustle around a little bit, so then they can identify cheaters as they develop.
Like in
That is
exams and stuff,
very impressive.
they then watch
I
those
never
kids.
realized that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I
Oh yeah.
But like, no, how do you cheat in heads down? Thumbs up?
I
You
look at the
to
shoes.
see- Oh right, yeah.
I look down at their shoes. I was a cheater.
Wait,
Oh.
so,
I owned that shit, yeah.
but then, like, if you're just lucky and you're able to guess it.
Well,
Like-
yeah,
like-
but you know if you're cheating or not, because
Yeah,
they're
true,
kind of like,
true.
people who, like, stay still, they have their eyes closed, stuff like that, and then, like, the little cheaters are like, yeah.
Yeah, they're, like,
And they'll, like,
moving
tilt their
their heads
head
around.
and kind of look down at the floor.
Well, what I used to do in that, because if they touch your thumbs, you then have to stand up at the end, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't stand up. I was like, I don't want to walk around this room and touch people, so I'm just gonna stay sat down. Some other faggot can take it.
Back in year 4, we played. Oh, who I can't remember. She was like some New Zealand chick, right? A teacher,
Mm.
and she was playing the game, and she had like really muscular thumbs. Like, so when she pinched my fingers, she was like, "All right, you stand up." There was like 3 other kids in my class, and there was her, and it's like,
Yeah.
"Who touched?" And I was like, "You have the strongest hands I've ever felt. She is definitely you." And I was like, what, 10 in year 4? And I think
Yeah.
that's the first time my teacher realized I was an asshole. This little shit just roast me in front of us.
Well, speaking of teachers touching kids.
Fucking hard.
Oh, Jamie.
Oh, come on.
My pants are off.
No,
Jamie's
honestly,
getting
it's
naked
so
here.
hard. It's so fucking
It's
hard.
raining.
It's raining outside.
It's even
We're
humid
not
now.
outside, are we?
Well,
We're not fucking doing a podcast in the rain.
Well, we
That
probably
would be
should.
fun,
We
actually.
should try
That
that.
would
Idea.
fuck them up. We'll have a little
Let's throw it
umbrella
on.
Get
for the night.
Kickstarter up.
Get Kickstarter up.
Yeah,
Fi-
we-
$5,000
we put an umbrella
for
over
No,
the
like
mic.
get like a cocktail like umbrella and just put it in one of the like the meshes for the.
Actually,
thing
how
you do.
annoying would that be, like, listening to the rain, like, all around us?
Yeah.
I think it
just
would
sounds
add
static.
atmosphere.
Yeah, nice atmosphere.
It's like those people who listen to whale sounds when they go to sleep.
Yeah, but that's
Okay, well,
different.
no, actually, I'm a bit of a hypocrite because I don't get that, but I will listen to commentary YouTubers as I go to sleep.
Yeah.
So
I
like,
watch HCH
instead of
podcasts.
crying myself to sleep, I laugh.
Like, I watched that when I used to play Destiny. Like, back then, I was like waiting. He was like, guys, I'll be online in 45 minutes. I was like, ooh, HCH podcast. And he'd be like, what up, pig?
God, what
Oh,
a week.
God.
Never let us do
Yeah.
that.
I always listen to, like, this song that's stuck in my head when I'm trying to go to sleep.
Which is typically Mulan. For me, anyway. I had that song stuck in my head for like 3 weeks, and I was just humming that to myself. It was awful and amazing because
Wait, like, I'm gonna make a man out of you. Yeah, best song.
They're gonna copyright this podcast now.
Just beep it
I
out. Just
think
beep it
coming
out.
back to work for you
Wait,
is
wait.
like 10 seconds.
I'm pretty sure-
Don't have to.
I'm pretty sure I was like 4 keys off, so we
No.
can just say.
So it's
Why
fair.
would they
It's fair
bother
use because that's a cover.
copywriting this?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, we've already sworn so much. Like, who's
Yeah.
gonna bother copywriting it?
We're not gonna get. Are we not getting monetized?
We're not getting
from
monetized.
YouTube.
There's no
Fousey
copyright.
Tube.
Fousey.
Fousey Tube will copyright strike us.
Now that you've
Yo,
named
we're
them by
dropping the
name,
big
yes,
names,
they
AJ.
will.
We're dropping big names in our first podcast.
Well, I bet PewDiePie's gonna steal our subscribers.
Oh, God.
Isn't Fousey Tube just gone now though?
I think so.
I think so.
Yeah,
I
no,
think
he's still
it's just-
around. What happened to
Well,
that,
he's still around,
okay,
kind of like how
in
Hitler's family is still around, but
I
we don't
remember-
acknowge them.
all the European people in our year, right? Like, what's his name? Ben Passy.
Oh, yeah.
I'm dropping their fucking full names.
I feel like we
Yeah,
should
like,
bleep out those
Yeah,
names.
they were like, "Oi man, KSI, gotta check this guy."
Oh,
out. He's
yeah, I remember.
amazing. And I just stopped hearing from him for like a year. And I was like, "Oh,
He's like
is he still a YouTuber?"
Bleep out the names.
he's the
a little
most.
bit.
I think he's the most paid gaming YouTuber in England at the moment.
No, whatever the dude with green
KSI
hair.
makes bank,
I know it's fucking insane.
or he
But-
did. I'm not sure about anymore.
But he does other things on the side, right? He does music, and apparently he's into
It's
property investment.
Yeah, but
things like
his
that as
music is ass. It's literal ass.
Say that
Have
to
you-
Ben Passy, he'd
Calling you
fuck
out.
you in the face.
Really?
Actually, I don't think so.
There was
I
that
know.
one song everyone loved. It was like "Get Hyper."
I've never heard any
It
of
was a
KSI's
good song
songs.
just because it was like you could tell he wrote it and he filmed himself
He,
like.
he doesn't
He
have a
didn't,
voice
he
for
didn't
singing
write it.
though,
He was
or
just
rapping.
he was part of the music video, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think
I thought he was. I thought
it
he
was
was the
Get
singer.
Hyper by a guy called Droidicar or something.
Oh.
Droidek, yeah.
Droidicar,
He
Droidica.
KSI wasn't part of the production.
Oh, I heard from Eric. I'm not saying the
Well,
last name,
Emmerich's a
so
filthy
don't-
liar.
Well, he's French, so I mean, like, how much of a stretch is that? We're not racist. we're just accurate, okay? And that's our French demographic gone.
I don't know,
Didn't
whatever
want you
will we
anyways.
do?
They just swap sides anyway.
But isn't that the Italians?
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Wasn't that the
The
Italian?
French
Oh, yeah.
surrender.
No,
Well,
the
they
French
surrender
run away.
really.
The French are waving their
Yeah.
white panties around.
Yeah.
Are you saying
Oh.
all people wear panties? Male and female, they all wear pantsuit.
Pantaloons.
Pantaloons. This isn't fucking the
Yes.
18th century.
That's what I. When people are like, boxers or briefs, I'm like, no.
Pantaloons.
Pantaloons.
With a girdle on top.
I don't know, but they sound funny.
I feel like they're like really bad.
Pantaloons are very like balloony kind of.
Oh,
underwear,
those
I
things.
think,
So,
yeah.
so you know how like boxes like go down, pantaloons go down like further.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
They're like
And
they're
they,
like
like,
a really
And
they're
they're
like
like a little bit like Velcro.
they're kind of like
They,
a really
go around.
unattractive
no, not
garter.
Velcro.
Elastic.
stretchy shit.
Elastic.
Elastic.
Yeah.
Oh, Christ, that's not comfortable. Fuck, that's like tying a rope around your fucking thigh.
But it
Depends what
like,
you're into, Nick.
Well,
Yeah, that's
surprisingly
bad.
enough.
And they're kind of frilly.
Yeah.
they've got like little
Oh,
trills on the
no
end.
wonder
Frills.
they're gay.
Frills, that's it.
French.
Trills, I think is like the
Drill
music.
dots, right?
What a roast.
Thanks. That's right.
I feel like we should
He wasted
introduce
his
a new
good roast
segment.
of the year earlier.
Like, we should start talking about some good little fucking stories, like Cambodia stories.
I wasn't there.
No,
at
We should talk
Cambodia.
about the we went to
Yeah,
the
give me
beach
good-
in Cambodia.
give me
only,
good stories.
Only 3 of us would get it out of the 5.
Yeah, only 3 of us were there.
Well,
Yeah.
it's-
Well, it's
well,
good.
I
We
wanna
can tell
hear
the
the
story
story.
too.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
You tell it better.
Okay, so we're walking. We went to Cambodia on a school trip for
Yeah, you can
Egg-
definitely tell we're private school round.
air quotes charity. Literally, all we did was paint a fucking room. But there you go. We're rich.
What did the kid describe it as? It was like orphan tourism or something.
Orphanage
Wait,
tourism.
who said that?
Max.
Yeah,
'Cause
that's what it
He
is.
applied to go to it, but the school was like, no.
No.
Oh,
So
yeah.
as Red said, he got really salty, and he was like writing like on the Cambodian Facebook, he was like orphan tourism hashtag, and like and the teacher was like, no, it's a charity, I swear.
That's exactly what it was.
It was really what it was.
Yeah.
Did they like tell you like to not like
They did.
grow attached to like the kids or something like
Yeah,
that?
they
You
said
know what-
don't
you know-
touch them, don't take pictures with them, stuff
Did
like
they?
that.
Surprisingly
Wait, did they?
enough, I
Yeah.
swear to God, I saw a lot of
Don't
teachers
touch
just
them.
like, oh
They
my
will
God, you're so
bite you.
cute, dance. They took a picture of me dance. Like that time we were doing traditional, like the
Yeah.
they went full. We visited this orphanage, right? And we were like, we meant to have like one-on-ones, like meet them and like be really, nice and
Yeah.
not think inwards but outwards, stupid shit. And then we had to do a dance or like a little act of where we're from.
Oh,
And they did, and like the kids in the orphanage actually like some proper like traditional Cambodian dance and song and everything, and they had like
Oh, yeah,
the
there's-
wooden things you like smash on the ground. He was like rope up with wooden planks, and I was like, oh
Yeah.
fuck. And then what did we do? We sing the fucking Qantas and the fucking song.
Oh yeah.
We are one. We are
Many.
And when it got to the point, it was like, I am, you are. We can't say you are Australian because I am. I am Australian. Fucking awkward bit.
Yeah, you would not make it past immigration.
No, they would not.
Beach.
Oh right, yeah,
So-
beach story.
yeah.
Beach
So
story.
we went to a beach town, which was Port. Well, obviously, but we went there for this trip,
It was
and
Chinookville.
yeah, we had like 2 hours or something, which was free time, and they have all these shops down the beachfront.
Oh boy.
And they're
Which,
not like,
which I should just add, this beach is notorious for child prostitutes.
Oh.
and yet we visited it, and,
And
and,
they're like,
unsupervised, like,
go-
explore my
Go!
children,
A
explore.
plethora of white children. Explore the beach of paedophiles. Send us on our way. We're walking down, we're like, okay, we should find somewhere to eat.
I won't say the guy's name, Peter, but go on.
Yeah. So this dude who points this place out, he's like, oh, we can go in here. Everyone's like, yeah, okay. So we sit down, we look at the menu of drinks. I'm not sure if that's a separate name, but you know what I mean.
Drinks
then-
menu.
Yeah. So then I look up and I realise that in the middle of this place is a stripper pole. And I'm thinking, you know, that's slightly inappropriate, but you know what? It doesn't matter.
Well, like, it's funny because there's a horde of like 20 of us, and none of us thought it was a strip pole to begin with. It was like, oh, it's a support.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it just
because
looked
it
like
was a shonky ass shop, like, honestly.
And then some dude closed a back door and it had like a blackboard wall covering, you know what I mean? And it said in bright pink letters in quite curvy font.
Neon writing.
Yeah, let's get fucked.
Yeah.
Right? I'm like, okay. And I turn around and there was a very drunk Italian man in a white singlet,
Hot pants.
denim hot pants, booty shorts.
No, he wasn't wearing a top.
It was.
He was wearing it. It was. But
Was
it
he?
was
It was
like.
just that
It was
tasty.
like
Oh, it was like-
Sweet 16.
It was,
like.
it was a vest, wasn't it? It was a white vest.
I
Dude,
swear-
I don't even know
I
what the
swear
fuck he
it
was
But
wearing.
he had a cowboy hat on as well.
Yeah, no, he had a
and
proper
yeah,
cowboy hat
that's
on.
when it dawned on me, we're in a gay bar. So we're all sitting there, I say this, and everyone looks up, and they're like, well, shit.
That accurately describes where the fuck
But
we
did
are.
we leave? No. We stuck it out, and we had drinks in a gay bar.
We ordered chips, which was plain not hygienic.
Yeah, no. But it didn't stop there, because halfway through our drinks, I looked over, and there's the man behind the bar, who obviously worked behind the bar, is moving drinks around, and out of nowhere, he pulls up an esky, opens it, it's filled with ice. He then reaches under the bar and pulls out what looks similar, but probably wasn't, Ziploc bags of sugar, and starts piling them into the esky.
Right. But by far the most memorable moment of that experience, and the most fucked up moment, was a little like 4-year-old Cambodian kid.
Yeah.
By the way, in Cambodia, there's like a bunch of little kids running around like selling beads because they really need money, right?
You got ripped the fuck off, by the way.
Okay, that's a different fucking story, number one. Right? So, this kid walks up to the Italian guy, and he starts, like, talking to him. It really fucking weird, alright? And then he's just like, oh, sit down, right? And he buys him, like, soft drinks and everything. He starts, like,
Yeah.
oh, no.
He starts
Yeah.
trying to-
pervertedly,
He-
seductively, like, he's like a 40-year-old Italian man.
Yeah.
He was, like, a bit overweight. You can just imagine how seductive it actually was.
Wait.
But, like,
Hairiness.
or, like, 7 out of 10.
He didn't have any facial hair.
But it was
But
like,
it was like chest.
on the chest.
And he was like dancing to this kid, and this kid's just like, I've seen it before.
Yeah.
Like he was just like so desensitized to it.
This kid knew what he was in for.
Yeah, he was like, I gotta get the fuck out of
Yeah.
here.
So
How
he
old was this
took-
kid?
Like
No, like legit 4 or
8?
5.
No, I think older than that because he could
No,
run
because
pretty stately.
Cambodia-
Yeah, he could run.
Like, there
but
was-
he had to.
No, because when I went to Cambodia on holiday with my parents, I was about 16 at the time, and there was this group of children who was very friendly, and then they asked my age. I said I was 16. I legitimately thought this girl was about like 9, and was like, oh, I'm 16 too.
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh, they do
Holy
look younger
fuck.
than they actually are.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's
I
why I
think
think
it's
this
'cause
one
they-
was like
yeah.
No, he's probably like 7, 8. Yeah.
because he just took the soft drink and then bolted, and the
Yeah.
Italian
Oh,
man
that-
was
and
not
he was like,
happy.
"What?"
That's a
Where you
smart
going?
move from
Yeah.
that kid.
So he was basically playing along with him. The guy buys the kid a drink or some food, and then the kids take it and bolt.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It was the bet. Yeah.
That
Like,
man wanted to touch that kid.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, no. Like as soon as we left, the kid would have been like. Nah, I don't want to say it, but I mean like.
Yeah.
The kid would have been. Yeah, he's gone.
on
Yeah.
a slightly lighter note, other holiday stories in maybe a more tropical area.
Can't get more tropical in Cambodia.
Have
true,
you been
actually.
anywhere else?
Been to America.
I've been
Yeah.
to England, but that's not tropical.
That's not tropical. That's just a
It's
hole.
depressing.
Wait,
Hey, well, come on. I mean, it's raining 24/7.
it's raining right now. We're in Australia.
Yeah, but this is the first amount of rain we've had in 3 months.
Yeah, but this is the lucky country,
And there's only one hole here.
Canberra. Oh yeah.
I will not let you insult my home.
Jamie's moving to Canberra
It's going to be so much fun.
because he's got a
So
death
this will
wish
be his
apparently.
first and last podcast.
So, if you ever want to fly into Canberra, you actually like have to go vertically down into the hull, and then you got to land. And
The image that we're probably giving the audience that is not from Australia is just Canberra is just the depth of hell.
oh no,
And there's
Well,
this
it is.
huge...
Canberra's
There's
just
nothing
big circle.
there.
There's a
and it's like
gay
K
club
down.
called Cube, and it is fucking
I feel like
fantastic.
everything in Canberra is spaced out. So it's like, you know, you've got like a bar, then you've got like 10 kilometers of walking before you get to like student
No, there's a
accommodation.
bar to get dedicated
Then you got
to
like
video
Parliament
games,
House in the middle of
and it's
fucking
fucking
nowhere.
fantastic.
Actually, I kind of want to go there.
It's so cool. There's like Call of Duty in one corner. There's Nintendo 6 like Mario Kart in like another corner. A corner.
Corner.
They have like Smash.
Super
Do you know
Smash.
why that's in Canberra though? because they desperately don't want the kids to realize what shit it is outside.
It's like no.
You
It's,
have to keep them in.
I will not defend.
Students
Yeah,
and
it's all
politicians
students
and their families.
Yeah.
And it's like
and old
and just
ladies too.
cafes.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of cafes.
There are, but the cafes are quite good. I'm not gonna keep defending. It's a shithole. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna be spending the next 5 years of my life there.
That's also where we
Correct.
put our wastage. The nation's wastage goes to Canberra.
Thanks.
That's
Thank
why
you
the
so
politicians
much.
are there.
Yeah.
Oh, accurate.
No, to be honest, in this country, we like politicians. We vote them in, and
But
then
we
we're
vote
like,
them out so
then,
easily.
and then we're like, you know what? Now that we voted him in, let's see how quickly we can vote him out.
Oh yeah.
we just,
so fun.
we just,
It doesn't help that
we just put in
they
people that we
fucking
like, and then we
onions.
instantly hate
I
them.
know, it's just like, oh yeah, you got a 10-year plan, okay, and then come in. And as soon as you get in, it's like, you know what, fuck your head.
No. It'll be
We need a ranger. That's what we need, guys.
Australian politics is so fucking boring.
We've got a 10-year plan. Now we gotta do it in 5, and then now we gotta do it in 3. Otherwise, everybody's gonna get pissed at us.
Well, the thing, it's funny because like if you go to a lot of other countries, like I don't know Malta or something,
Malta.
the complaints are the government's corrupt, it's run by the mob, car bombs are everywhere, and then here it's like he ate a fucking onion, it's not okay. So
fucking
we've got
beefy
it
and
pretty
speedos,
good.
We know we definitely have it. Like we're just nitpicking at this point.
Wait.
Yeah.
You're
That's
gonna
that's
be
because
like-
that's all we can do.
I know.
That
It's like
Prime
Prime
Minister.
Minister rides a bike. What a fag.
That Prime Minister also sexually assaulted the entire nation every Saturday and Sunday with,
With
his
his-
fucking budgie smugglers.
Oh, that is an iconic
That's true.
image of Australia right there.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Bungee
I
smugglers.
saw Tony No. Malcolm Turnbull walk through the car park when I was in Darling Harbour.
Did you hit him?
No, I got out of the car and was like,
And then you hit him?
put it here. I was like, I just like put it here. I was like, he's the fucking Prime Minister. He was by himself as well. I was like, where's your entourage?
Mugging.
Where's your bodyguards?
Yeah, because if Australia is known for anything, it's its mass assassinations.
Oh yeah. Every other day.
Those kangaroos are vicious, dude.
Dude, they're like equivalent to like America's suicide bombers, dude.
What the fuck?
It's like, have you ever seen a car accident involving with a kangaroo?
Oh,
They're,
that's
That's
head
very
first
true.
Through the
That's
fucking
very
windshield.
true.
It's like if I'm gonna die hard.
I'm gonna take you out with me.
Yeah, I'm gonna break your car.
They are not as bad as wombats.
That's
Oh,
very
no,
true.
wombats are
No,
way
but
worse.
wombats are fucking heavy as
If you
shit.
hit a wombat, your car is total.
It just
Have you
in,
heard
It's
of
just
the
like
stories,
enough.
like some guy ran over a wombat and the front of his car was elevated off the ground.
Yeah.
It's like the fucking wombat stopped the car and elevated the front of it.
Yeah, it's like no.
Because they're so dense.
No.
They're just
I'm
they're
not
like,
moving. Go over me.
And, and well, that's what happens. You go over them, and then they fuck up everything underneath.
Yeah,
underneath
needless
the
to
car.
say, fucking it gets impaled, but still, like,
That's the thing. They don't. They live.
No, yeah, they live,
Ooh.
but they're like
they're kind of fucked.
They're hurt.
pretty.
But
do
like
you know what they do?
the car will shut down and the wombat just fucks off. It's like, see ya.
No, but like sometimes the wombat's still alive. He's just really fucked.
Yeah. Wait, no, like, I volunteered at the zoo, right? And biggest mistake of my life, whatever. But I mean, like, they tell you a story about, like, how wombats survive, right? And they make a hole, they fucking, like, head first crawl in it. Their asses are, like, fucking just dense muscle. So, like, another thing, like a snake or whatever, I guess, tries to climb down. They just sit on it.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know when you cube up cars? I imagine that's what it's like.
Yeah.
They just, like, shatter your fucking skull.
Well, because they've got like their pelvis bone or whatever it is massive and really wide.
It's
So their
flat
whole
as well. I heard it's, like, really flat.
their whole back and like
It's
butt
to
is just
leave
bone.
space for the children when they go
For
into...
the think of the children.
No, because wombats have outward-facing pouches, so they don't get dirt in them when they burrow or some shit.
That's smart.
So their pelvis is a lot flatter to accommodate for that
But they'll
baby
headbutt
inside
you
their
with their
arsehole.
butt.
Oh
They'll
yeah.
headbutt you with your
They'll
butt.
butt you.
Yeah, they headbutt you with their ass because it's just bone.
Yeah.
Come to Australia. All the mammals are friendly.
They'd make a fantastic Pokemon.
Except the people.
Oh, that's so true. Now Chris Hemsworth's pretty good though.
Does he live in the US
And
now?
No. He lives in like Bondi.
Yeah.
Really?
Byron
Yeah.
Bay. I
It's,
think.
Byron
you're
Bay,
you're
whatever.
thinking
Oh,
of
no,
Hugh Jackman.
he had like a massive trip up Byron.
Yeah.
He owns property in every country.
Probably.
Like I want to meet him.
Half
I
of
feel
them
like
care about
I don't know
I'm
why.
a
I
racist
feel like
export.
he'll be a bit of a cunt if you meet.
Oh
But,
no,
like,
he'd be a
like a
fucking
charming
angel.
cunt is like
Him and Hugh Jackman are the two Australians that I want to meet.
Hugh Jackman.
Especially Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman.
I would fuck
I
Hugh
feel
Jackman.
like Hugh Jackman's not overrated, but like so many people have met him. It's like oh, I met Hugh Jackman's like, I saw him at Liquor.
I thought I met Hugh Jackman like when I was driving to school. It was like, but he was dressed as like
he
a
was just another
handyman.
guy with a beard.
No, he was dressed as like a tradie, but he had Hugh Jackman's face. I was like, oh my fucking god, Mum, stop the car.
He's taking up part-time work as a builder.
You gotta build that muscle, you know?
Oh yeah,
No, he's got Wolverine to look after. He's got to get that body, man.
I hate
not
to tell you,
anymore.
Nick.
Oh, I
but-
know, I know. I didn't watch the last, you know.
Oh, you.
Logan?
No, I didn't. I didn't watch Logan, and everyone like
On Facebook?
To all the person hearing the podcast, right, who hasn't watched the movie, right?
Spoilers.
I'm not gonna tell him. I'm not a cunt. Well,
You have made fool.
right? Everyone was like, "Oh yeah, and the ending was so sad." Yeah, and I was like, "Well, next movie you get to look forward to, you know, who Jack Wolverine is like." Dude,
No.
what's the fucking
No, it's
movie?
the worst part is the fucking Facebook things where there are memes like and it's like check out these things and they're completely irrelevant pictures and like the bottom corner it's like Hugh Jackman dies in Logan.
Oh.
You just spoiled it. But
We said spoilers.
But I said I'm
Okay,
not going to
fine.
spoil it. I
Well,
said
you
I'm
just
not
you
going to.
already implied when you said like
I didn't imply anything.
I can't
just
wait for his
implied there
new
was
movie.
a sad ending.
Wait.
Has there ever been a happy ending in fucking X-Men?
Sorry, yeah.
Like they saved the day, and then
Oh, but okay, no.
the person's not dead.
I feel like it's a bittersweet ending in every X-Men. It's like we saved the world, but the one hot chick died. It's like
That
no!
was sad.
That was
No, because
She
it's always
wasn't good in the next movie.
But Apocalypse
and she
was
wasn't
kind
that
of-
attractive in the next
no,
movie.
it's always was it Jean? The
Yeah.
weird
Jean,
one?
yeah. The
I
one who's
hated
like a
that
level
character.
6.
She like drowned in one of the
Oh.
movies, and then she came back, and
It's
then
weird.
within like the first 10 seconds, she kills Cyclops or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like,
Well, I never understood it because like they do all this shit and in the end it's like, oh, Jean's dead, but she's not. She's psychically killing us. I never got it.
It's
I don't
because
know whether I
it's
was
she's
too
like-
young.
if anything confuses you, just remember that Jean is like a level 6 or something.
She's like an Omega.
Yeah, so she's
Not
like
the high-
the
she's
most
essentially a
powerful
god. She's essentially a
X-Men.
goddess.
So when she died,
She's not.
how
really
did? Because
okay.
she died. I didn't get the bit after
It's
that.
technically-
I wasn't
So
sure if she.
she didn't die, right? She got the flood of water came on her, right?
Yeah.
Like just massive ejaculation. And what basically Professor X had put like a bunch of blocks in her brain to suppress her powers, and they
Oh.
broke, and she subconsciously saved herself with her powers. She basically like made like a bubble.
She
that
went
makes
like
sense.
Avatar on it.
Well, that makes a lot more
She,
sense.
she doesn't have one power. She just
It's
has
like-
the power.
Oh,
To do
okay.
Yeah,
Everything.
like
And then-
no, I don't think she can't wield she can't be a Magneto and like control metal.
No,
But yet she can just she can just do anything through a single power. That's why I think it's
she
super
has,
weird.
She has telepathy, so
Yeah.
she can read
Yeah,
people's
like- yeah,
minds,
I know,
and what's the
and
Telekinesis.
telekinesis.
Okay, she's got like a force field 24/7 around her as well.
Because
Yeah,
she
so
has
she
telekinesis.
uses her telekinesis like
So that's
Yeah,
telekinesis.
because I always just thought she was basically Professor X.
yeah.
But, like,
I
on
think Professor X
steroids.
has
8.0.
telekinesis.
Yeah, that's because I always just thought she could mind.
No, I thought
that was it.
She can do a bit of
Professor X has
everything.
telekinesis.
Like,
he can read people's
she's like-
minds.
I think isn't she meant to
Because
be the most
doesn't he
powerful?
raise himself out
She's
of
meant to be
his...
one of the most
Like
powerful.
in X Men
mutants.
Apocalypse, you thought, oh, he's the most powerful one, and then she came out of nowhere, played by who's that girl from Game of
Sophie
Thrones?
Turner.
Yeah.
yeah.
And then she just fucking walked on air, and I was like, oh god, here we go.
Here we go.
But she's got like this thing in the comics called like the Phoenix Force, which like
Yeah.
elevates her power even more,
Oh.
and it registers in mutants with her abilities, with like telekinesis and
Ah.
telepathy.
Oh.
So she like feeds off them in a way.
It's like a weird It's what the next movie's about.
Okay.
Whenever the hell
Is
that
she going
comes
to be
out.
in the next movie? That is also going to be a shit movie.
X-Men,
So
Phoenix
it's the Sophie Turner version.
Oh, fantastic.
so it's
oh,
the younger
okay.
version.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
So that movie's going to be before Logan.
Yeah.
Yes.
Timeline.
Which
It'll-
one-
it'll-
yeah.
well,
But I don't think
Wait, is it
Wolverine
Before
wouldn't
or
be in it
after
though.
X-Men Apocalypse then.
after.
Okay, so this is like straight after the X-Men school is put back together.
Yeah.
Because Logan was set where like mutants just didn't exist anymore.
It's like
Yeah, well, yeah. It was
Kind
like
of,
they
yeah.
won now. There's like the second alternate
There are-
reality where like all mutants are almost dead. There
Oh,
was,
there's
there was
like-
another
yeah.
one
Like the safe
from
haven.
Days of Our not Days Past.
Days of Future Past.
Days of
Days
Future
of Future
Past.
Past.
Where like all mutants are getting killed by Peter Dinklage.
Yeah,
I love Peter
Oh,
Dinklage,
yeah.
but what a cunt in that movie.
that wasn't a great movie either.
I don't really remember it, so it
Oh,
can't be
no,
that great.
I don't
was-
remember any of the X-Men movies. They're just kind of like one
They kind of
massive
mesh
blob of
together, yeah. And then like the prime minister of, or
I
like
feel once you
the
Jack
vice
dies-
president of Australia,
It's
not
dying.
America, sorry, becomes like a big glob thing.
shit. Oh yeah.
What?
Like,
I didn't
really-
understand that.
Like one of the was it the first one?
Yeah. Like
Yeah, the
he
first
turns him into a mutant,
They
and
try
then he
to turn
becomes
him
like
into a mutant, and he turns into like a massive like
Glob.
glob of goo.
Oh, turning someone into a mutant rings a bell, but I don't remember the
that
guy's
was
name.
that was when Magneto was first introduced as
Yeah, that
like
was
a
the
villain
very.
or
He was
something.
like some politician, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wanted like a mutant registration bill or something.
Yeah.
I remember,
Shit
I remember
like
that. I don't remember the glob though. It's been years since I've seen.
They turn him into like a glob,
I
but he
don't know
still
how they
like
do it,
maintains human form.
I know, and then he just
He's-
turns
his-
into a
his-
massive glob.
yeah.
He's good.
Oh, okay. Oh. That was,
Alright.
wait, that was the first. the
I think
first
that,
one.
I think that was
Very
the
first one.
first movie.
Yeah,
it was
it
quite
was-
it was quite.
And
all
the
right.
second one had Nightcrawler and
Oh yeah.
the random chick with the fingernails.
Oh, she was
I don't remember her.
She had fingernails and adamantium.
made out of the same. Yeah,
Oh.
She was practically Wolverine, but woman version.
Well, like Sabretooth.
Yeah, but like
No, Sabretooth was his. Sabretooth was Wolverine's brother.
Yeah,
right?
but Sabretooth had the nails, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, but
he had like extendy nails.
Okay, you know Wolverine. He had the bone claws, and then he had
Yeah.
the metal.
Because
And
he has
brother
the
just
metal
had- and
because
just-
his
yeah,
bone claws were covered in adamantium.
Yeah,
Yeah, and but this girl was like, I don't know if she ever had like.
they weren't actually like fingernails, but they came out of her fingers, and they were like little
Yeah.
Wolverine claws out of her
Oh.
fingers.
They were not
Oh.
little. They were like fucking that
Sorry,
big.
like
Wait.
they were thinner, but they were
Which
like,
wait,
as
which
long.
which
Oh.
person is this?
This
Lady
is the chick.
Death.
Wait, was she
She's the second.
Asian?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Something.
Black hair at least. I can't remember exactly.
Because I remember one of them where.
It's like Meg's
Where
superpower and
Wolverine
Family
gets-
Guy.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Slowly
Everyone's
exits.
kick
Like,
ass. He's like,
like, ow, that hurt. Is that bleeding? No,
and I was
but
like, what's
ow.
your superpower, bitch? He's like, He's like, ow, ow.
Oh,
And
actually, I
didn't
do
break
remember
the
that.
skin,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
ow.
It always amazes me that Mila Kunis. Is that how you say her name?
Yeah.
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 Ashton
voice
Kutcher's
is
wife.
mate.
That's how
Yeah.
we'll address her from
Wait,
now
are they
on.
still together?
Yeah,
Austin
they have a kid
Kutcher,
together.
yeah.
They got like
Yeah.
2-3 kids together.
Yeah, but like
It's like it's a fucking romance movie, dude. I love that. I love
They
that.
met
couple.
at 70 show.
that was a good show though.
That was
I still haven't watched that.
Well, it was still shit.
And like,
This is because Austin hasn't said anything in a while. He's getting angsty.
I don't watch the
Getting
X-Men movies or Family Guy or
He's
whatever.
just
What
a
would you
fucking
like to
Star
talk
Wars
about,
nerd.
Austin?
That's what he is. Well, then again, we all are Star Wars nerds. But
Yeah.
you because you have the posters as well.
I'm a big Star Wars nerd. Yeah, I love Star
Speaking
Wars.
of Star Wars,
The
Boom.
yeah.
Let's talk about Episode 8, The Last Jedi. The second trailer that's dropped. I don't know if everyone here has seen it.
Is it the second trailer, or is it the trailer and the first one was just a teaser?
no.
Yeah,
I feel like with
okay.
Star
I
Wars,
know, I
there's
reckon
the
the
trailer
first one was a
before the
trailer.
trailer.
They
I
gave a
don't know.
trailer to the
Hence a
second
teaser.
trailer.
Yeah, but I
Oh, yeah,
hate
they
the
did.
idea.
No,
that
it
was
was
like 8
it was
seconds.
pretty.
That
It was.
doesn't
I feel
I
like
hate the fact that Star Wars is one of the only franchises that gets away with a teaser of the trailer. It's
I love
just
it.
send
I
us
think
the
it's
trailer.
horseshit.
I think it's just
I think
bullshit.
it's absolute horseshit.
Okay.
Yeah.
With the trailer for episode 8 though,
The latest one.
the latest trailer, it was a good trailer. Luke, you
I
didn't
still
watch it?
no, I haven't seen it.
I didn't really watch the. I was getting goosebumps from the soundtrack.
You just
I
see
love the
scenery.
soundtrack
That's all that the
so
trailer
much.
is.
But like,
Yeah.
you don't even need a trailer to sell Star Wars.
If you
Yeah.
pretty much did something of just the scenery of the planets
Yeah.
that were going to be in the movie,
That's essentially.
I would love that even more than if they were to spoil anything else. So like with trailers and then spoilers, whatever, they're shit. But there's something I feel like they tease something that's not going to happen. Like there's there's an interaction cutscene, kind of like they edit it together so that there's something happens. If you haven't seen it, then I won't really spoil it. But there's something that happens like they cut it between Kylo Ren and Carrie Fisher,
Yeah.
and I don't think that's going to happen. They just cut it so that it seems like that event
And
might
they,
occur.
they also did like some close-ups, so it's not like wide shots where you
Mm.
can see the full scene. It's individual close-ups of like different characters, and like it could be completely different scenes, but they're putting it together to try and make you think that this is what's
Yeah.
going to happen.
I like and dislike that because I don't like it because it's not real.
yeah.
Yeah.
But then on the other hand, it doesn't give anything away.
Yeah, and
I like
and
I
it's
like it when
also-
they make different scenes in trailers and that's in the
That's
actual
what they did
movie.
with Rogue One.
No, but I
Yeah.
didn't like that in Rogue One.
Hmm?
I didn't like that in Rogue One. Like they added like a TIE fighter,
I just
and
yeah.
it's the exact same shot, but there's no TIE fighter. It's like what the hell?
Oh,
That
really?
that was a little
Yeah.
bit weird. If they
Oh.
did like completely different things just to keep the same feel of the movie, so we got the atmosphere of the movie through the trailer, and it's like
That'd
the
be
set they set the scene,
Mm.
so to speak, but none of the scenes were actually in the movie. That is what I would want.
And I think that goes with your point in saying that if they just showed like the planets and maybe a bit of soundtrack, I reckon that would work well for a trailer. Especially a big franchise like Star Wars.
I feel
Exactly.
like one of the things that's on everyone's mind is now that Carrie Fisher is dead,
Yeah.
how are they gonna integrate
Oh,
her?
CGI.
If she's
No, they're not gonna do that.
They
They're
can.
not
They
gonna
did
do
that
it.
with
They're not gonna
the
put it in.
guy in the first one. In
What was it?
episode 7.
Grand Moff Tarkin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
In
with
Rogue One.
and with Princess Leia in Rogue One.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they
Yeah,
did
but
a
with,
little
with
bit.
Princess Leia and Rogue One, I guess that's all right. If they CGI'd Carrie Fisher as she was before she
Oh,
died
Yeah, exactly. But I'm
into
saying
the
she's not going to
movies.
get
So
that much
they-
I
screen
reckon
time.
they're
By
gonna
the
kill her
way-
off. I
Right.
reckon it's gonna be like a Kylo Ren like sacrifice, like finally severing all the ties. You know?
They released like an official statement shortly after she passed about what they were going to do with regards to Carrie Fisher.
Yeah.
So they talked to like the rest of her family, and they specifically said they would not use CGI to recreate her in the 9th film.
Yeah.
So,
I reckon they're killing
she's,
her
I
off.
don't think they'll probably kill her off in 8.
Because you know.
Or they'll like do like a thing where she's like
Sent away or some shit.
she's sent away, or like Princess Leia or General
On a
Organa,
diplomatic mission to Alderaan
And,
or
like,
something like that.
to a
to
big
the
summit.
fucking destroyed
To
planet.
a destroyed planet, yeah.
Christ.
But Leia in Rogue One was a double, I guess. It was a professional cosplayer for Leia.
Oh, really?
I think mixed with a little bit of CGI.
Because you saw her face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so she was a professional lookalike, and that they hired for that role. But then Tarkin was just jarring.
Tarkin was CGI. Yeah.
They did a good job with that, though.
I know,
Yeah,
I
they
hated
did.
it.
I was impressed.
Oh, no, you have to be
Not bad.
grateful though. I mean, like they're doing the
They're
best
No,
they
doing the
can.
best they can.
No. The way I think they should have done it is they should have done like back of the head shots.
No, because that's tacky.
It is tacky, but like it's better than like the fucking CGI that's just jarring. Like it took me out of the movie.
Yeah,
those
I
bits.
guess so. I don't know, I didn't mind it that
I
much.
kind of feel like we have to be grateful what we're given because we're not capable of producing something like that. So, like, whatever-
we could try.
I mean, we're allowed to criticize it, but we can't be like, oh fuck this shit, bro, bullshit. Princess Leia can't be CGI. It's like,
Princess
She
Leia,
was,
I
and it
guess, is
worked.
fine. But
Yeah.
as like the older character, I feel like just out of respect, that's something that you shouldn't really
But,
do.
like,
Legacy
alright.
character.
Harrison Ford
Oof.
in Episode 7, right?
Yeah.
He definitely had that written to his contract, right? Like
I think he
they-
asked to be killed off.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't like
probably
playing Han
But, like,
Solo.
Have you read
I
like
think he liked the
the
first 3,
but
and,
then
and
they
then they
milked
brought him
it
back.
out.
Have
and he
you-
was like, I'm done with this character, man.
Have you read the excerpt of that scene?
No.
Like it's like a monologue from Han Solo's perspective about like his thought process and how like what went through his mind as he died, and it's like really fucking super sad.
Oh,
Like he thinks about like his he's talking about how he's thinking about all the times he's had with Leia, his best mate like Chewie and all that, and then it cuts back to he can only see like darkness in his son's eyes, and then it was like as he's falling off, it's like I forgive him. It's like oh,
Wait,
I'm
where
gonna
was
cry.
this?
There was an excerpt. I think it was from the script or something, or like from a novel that's coming up. I'm not too
Oh,
sure, but
okay.
there's this excerpt that I've
that would
found,
be
and
canon,
it's
wouldn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Oh, that's cool.
Star Wars canon's fucked now.
I just
Yeah,
want
the
I want them
EU
to
and the canon,
No, no.
that's-
But like they're doing comic books
Yeah.
that are canon.
Mm.
And like I saw this thing today, and it's like BB-8 has a girlfriend.
Yeah,
Why the
yeah.
fuck does a droid have a girlfriend?
And we're here
And we're
making a
us.
podcast.
If a droid can find love, it's for all of us.
Jar Jar can find love.
Yeah.
Oh, what was that?
Dude,
It
Jar
was
Jar
like,
Jar Jar's girlfriend's a queen. He pulled a queen.
Jar Jar.
Yeah, that's fucked.
But he's a Sith Lord, so you know.
Oh, did you see the thing? It was like from the trailer when Luke was like, oh, I felt this power fall.
Yeah.
And it was like, and it was like, it comes to Jar Jar. It's like, oh, Jesus.
Dude, there's actually like a thing about what happened to Jar Jar. He became like a street performer in
Oh
Canada.
yeah, it was in
In Naboo.
in one of the books.
Yeah.
Like one of the canon books. He's like a clown, like a street performing
Yeah.
clown on Naboo. And he's just like sad and depressed as hell.
Good to know he didn't die though.
But like Jar Jar, like basically.
He was-
let
It's the
Sith
cause
rise.
of it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then again, I mean, like they were like, oh,
He was
At
he
the
was part of
beginning-
the Senate for like a
I
while
know,
after.
but he was doing like a fine job, and then
Oh, he was
Palpatine
doing
like,
a
He
job.
was doing a job. Then Palpatine was like, oh, let this bill pass, and he was like, no, Misa
Yeah.
cannot do that, and he was like,
Well,
powder my
fine.
wood. He's like, oh, powder my wood, fucking oh, yeah, let's do that. Game changer. But yeah, no, he fucked everyone.
Right.
What, Jar Jar or
Oh, well, Jar Jar.
mm.
And Palpatine.
Yeah.
Definitely Palpatine.
I'm actually really excited for Star Wars Battlefront 2. Just for the single player.
Or,
Just for that lore.
alright, so
Because it's canon, right?
Yeah, it's
yeah,
Yeah.
there's a prequel book about what's her name, the leader of the Inferno Squadron, the person he plays.
Yeah.
Vaz? Wait, what?
No, so
Oh, in the game,
in the
yeah.
game, there's a prequel book, and then the game picks up around the end of the Return of the Jedi.
Return of the Jedi.
Mm.
It's when you see the
So
second Death
the
Star
second mission is on Endor,
on Endor. That's right. Yeah.
and then
You're right.
like they released like a single player trailer, and like people have played the first 3 missions.
Mm.
It looks really good.
I haven't seen the trailer yet. I think I'm gonna save that
Solid.
for me just experiencing the full
Oh.
game.
So they've got like TIE fighter sequences,
Oh.
and like she's got like a scout droid like they had on the start of episode 5. I forgot the name of it.
What?
Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
Like the Hoth scout droids. She's got like a miniature one, and he
Oh.
plays that.
Oh,
damn.
that's sweet.
That's awesome.
But apparently it's meant to be only like 5 or 6 hours. I'm okay with
The
that.
game, well, yeah.
The-
I just like it for
It's
the
got
lore.
it's got to be good. If
Mm.
it's that short, it's got to be good. Otherwise, it's kind of it's gonna be a bit disappointing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can. Yeah. Well, anyway,
Just
what
as
about
the background scene,
let's
just that
talk
moment of
about-
silence.
I know. It's like, oh, what the fuck we're going to talk about now?
Rey's parents?
No.
No,
No.
that is too much of a controversial subject.
Place your bets.
Place your bet.
Place your
Okay,
bets.
It
it
never
can't be
revealed.
Luke.
Okay. Well, yeah.
That's
No.
too horseshit if it is.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, no. They said shit that they're gonna reveal more about it.
Grand
Never mind.
Admiral
So-
Tarkin.
What if she's Kylo Ren's sister?
No, like
Well-
all the obvious
they
things.
know
They're just too.
Look, to be honest, I don't care.
I,
I don't think
I
it
don't
changes
believe
It's
anything.
the subject itself is so
I think it
overhyped
does
that
change, like the whole outlook of the universe.
I think.
I reckon that she is somewhat related to Palpatine.
maybe.
no.
That's my theory.
No.
Well, no, she might. I
Because-
genuinely
That's-
don't see
pretty
how
much
it changes.
Any suggestion you could say, Jar Jar Binks fucked Padme one day. They gave birth, put that child in like a cryopod so it didn't age or some shit, and now that's Rey. That is That's pretty much as plausible as saying Luke is Rey's father, because we have fucking no evidence whatsoever to support anything.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just
just
thinking
a
of
wild guess.
Fucking Jar Jar the
Don't,
Padme.
don't say it.
Some hybrid.
It explains the head.
Give me a second, I'll Google it.
Oh.
That's just nasty.
Can
But the
we
reason
put-
I think that Palpatine is somewhat related to Rey
It's
that
because of
in
the
both
raw
of them-
power that he's only seen once before. He
I-
didn't fear it then,
Jamie, let
but
me
he
finish.
does now.
Anyway, in the 2 trailers that have released, or like 1 teaser, 1 trailer, whatever.
Yeah.
In both of the sequences where we see Rey, there's some sort of like scream or background noise that is of Palpatine when we see Rey in the shot.
Is this when she's
Yeah,
like lying
it's-
down in the air?
I reckon that's just bullshit. They're trying to throw you off.
But you know, in the second trailer that's released,
Well-
when Rey ignites the lightsaber,
Yeah.
you can hear Palpatine scream.
That's like fans overanalyzing shit.
Yeah.
Do you reckon?
Stay
It's-
tuned
it
for
doesn't
more Star
necessarily
Wars
have to be-
conspiracy.
It doesn't have to
Oh,
be
Luke,
necessarily.
no.
Oh,
no.
Can you embed that in the?
Yeah,
video?
it is a picture of Jar Jar Binks and Padme kissing.
What are, like,
There's that one where it isn't too graphic, but it
Oh
you, know,
god,
that's-
It is,
you get what's going on.
Yeah, that's.
I like that one. It's Christmas time.
Oh,
A bit kinky under the tree.
Just,
nasty.
What else we got?
no,
But did you hear about the theory about who Snoke is?
Oh, like that
there's
he's
lots
the,
of theories.
Well, that he's like Darth Vader or something.
No, it's like he's a.
There is one
he's
that
a
he's talking
There is
Yeah.
one because he's got the scar there.
He's got the
and
same
the
scars as
exact-
what it is, yeah.
Oh, there's
There's
one
like-
about the Force Ghost, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a Force
Yeah.
Ghost.
That's like
Well,
the light
reincarnated.
side and the dark side of Darth Vader was so strong that it split off when he died. The light side became a ghost, Force ghost, and the dark side lived on for some reason.
No,
Like
I
it's
think,
the same thing with Palpatine but that's like not in canon
I think
in
the
the Old
theory with
Republic.
the dark side is it became like, what's the guy that can control midichlorians?
Plagueis.
Plagueis.
Plagueis. So like there was a thing where
Ooh, Dorito.
he could control them and he could reincarnate. So like the dark side reincarnated as Snoke.
Yeah.
Did
And
you
what-
ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis?
Can you believe?
No, but like, there's a theory that Snoke is. There's like a background story to it, right?
Right.
Do you want me to go through it or not?
Go for it.
Oh, fuck it. All right, sweet.
Why not?
All right, because when Luke went to the first Jedi Temple, he like found a little like a little chamber or whatever. This is a theory, not my theory.
Yeah.
And it was actually like a cryogen chamber from like eons ago. I don't know. And inside was Plagueis. He was a Sith Lord from back way.
Like
back
in the Old
day.
Republic?
Yeah.
That
Well,
isn't-
no, like I don't know how long ago, but like it
The
had
Old
been,
Republic isn't canon though.
Were
no,
they?
it's not.
And then because it's the first Jedi Temple, the first Jedi's or so locked him away. Didn't kill him, locked him away.
Mm.
And then when he went back to search for his lineage past whatever, he opened it and was like,
We
oh fuck, there's a dude in there.
Don't really know how strong Snoke is. Like he could be a weak bitch for all we know.
He looks pretty strong from what
Dude,
we've seen.
he's a Sith Lord, and the rule is the powerful guys lead.
Wait,
I mean, he has
He's
to be
the
strong.
he's the head of the First Order, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Supreme leader, Snoke.
He's
yeah,
got to be
so,
powerful.
So I bet I could beat Donald Trump in a fist fight.
I mean,
Yeah, but
Donald
the,
Trump's
yeah,
the
Leadership-
head of the
leadership-
military regime, though.
the difference is that Snoke probably got to where he was because he's powerful. Donald Trump was voted
But you
in
can
by
also
retards.
but you can also be powerful just with your knowledge of the Force, not your application as well.
Yeah, but you can see.
So which is
the
how we
application
can-
of the Force.
Yeah,
Which
but
is how we
you
can
can
teach
manipulate
Kylo Ren.
the
Actually, no, he
Force.
has to have a decent, powerful application of the Force. Because if you look, his
Wait, are we
he-
still talking about Snoke or
Yeah,
Plagueis?
like Snoke.
Yeah.
Because when Palpatine did the whole lightning thing,
Yeah.
Oh, he
his
aged.
his face got all disgusting.
Oh, that's fair
Snoke looked
enough,
like that,
actually.
so he would have had to
That's
have passed some
because,
threshold.
the Samuel
No.
Jackson reflected it.
Because no, Palpatine's already like that.
Canon
but-
reason. Yes. So
Palpatine's
Palpatine's
always
was
like
already
that,
like
but he
that.
has there's
a
a
force mass
magic
ability, and then the Force lightning, when it reflected back off Mace Windu's lightsaber,
yeah, pretty much.
melted away
And
his
left him
powers and left him
disfigured
scarred.
and scarred.
Oh,
The Jedi
Boom!
attempt on my life left me disfigured and
and
scarred.
scarred.
Wait, how can he be
It's a
disfigured
Force mask.
if he
It's
automatically looks like
No,
him?
okay, no, because as you get more and more into the dark side of the Force,
Yes.
firstly, your eyes turn yellow, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And it starts to wear away at your life force, which then has physical detriments to your body. The cool thing about Count Dooku is that like he used the dark side, but he only used it. He never used it to the point where he had yellow eyes, so he never had any of the physical like
And he
inhibitions
was
to him.
trained as a Jedi before that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
just-
he was a
yeah, he was
defector.
Qui-Gon's,
The Sith is a view on life, whereas the dark side just kind of complements that view, so to speak.
Darth Maul had, like, his race naturally had
Yellow eyes.
yellow eyes and a deeper connection to the dark side as well.
Yeah.
Mm.
I personally agree with the Sith more than the Jedi. If
Oh,
I'm
the
honest.
Jedi's
Still,
can go
dude, have you
fucking
heard of the
dark.
Sith's fucking like motto? It was like, what would look up the motto? It is actually like legit the coolest thing I've ever heard of in Star Wars. It was like, passion leads to power, power leads to victory, and it is. And the Jedi is just like, peace be with you.
The reason I don't like the Jedi is because wasn't there that thing where it's like the Jedi started and then the Sith came about and the Jedi were like, no, you can't use these stones to make lightsabers because you're bad.
No, for
So they left and started making their own.
I watched
Oh,
a-
yeah.
I watched a-
Basically became out there.
They
That's
meant
what the
synthetic.
Jedi were like,
Destiny
oh,
lore
it's so
video.
cool.
Wait,
They're pretty much the
oh, wait, no,
marquee.
they're not canon
I
anymore.
watched
of
a Des-
Sith purebloods. They canon still?
I don't think so.
Purebloods.
I believe they are.
Anything like predating a certain era, just
No, I heard a different story about the origins of it. I heard like there was a planet with 2 moons, and
Tatooine.
That's 2 sons.
Two sons, sorry.
fucking you would know.
Oh, shut up.
No, there was a planet with 2 moons. One was like in the shadow, so it was like called the dark moon, and one was in the light, so it was called like the light or something.
Don't hit the
Oh
tail.
right, yeah. Right. And like you know, like a yin yang, like you're supposed to have like
Yeah.
a balance between
Yeah,
the two.
yeah.
If a person would like
That's what the
stray
great.
too
That's what
far to
the.
the dark side, they'd be told to go like to the light side, to the light moon, and learn to appreciate the light side, and vice versa.
No, there,
So
there
there'd
are,
be a balance, but like while people were on them, they were like, "Fuck, I really like this side," and
Yeah.
then they hated each other
There are-
instead
there-
of learning to like.
no, but they're pretty much two sides of like the same coin.
I don't know
so
if
to
that
speak.
theory's
Like,
Yeah,
right.
but
who's,
that's
like
why.
Sith. There's a I can't remember his name. Raven, who was part Revan. Sorry, who was part of both.
That's
and
not canon though, but
yeah, I know,
I-
but like,
Oh wait, is that the?
oh, is it not canon?
Old Knights.
Yeah, it's
That's
from
The Knights of the Old
I guess,
Republic. No,
It's from the MMO,
from the
I'm pretty
MMO.
sure.
Okay.
Revan's not canon. I
but
don't
is he
know.
not canon?
He's not canon.
But he's such a good.
Canon,
Like-
canon means it's,
It's
like
true.
it is
It's
true.
actually happened.
Because you can have like spin-off
yeah.
games that aren't canon, which means they can do whatever they want.
And
then if it's canon,
Force
it-
Unleashed,
yeah.
bring down an entire fucking Star
Star
Destroyer.
Oh, that was the best
That
sequence.
was so good.
Oh,
There was some dude who did the math for that, and it
Oh,
would
like
like
how
it would
strong he has to be?
yeah. Or no, the impact.
The
Oh,
impact.
shit.
I think it's like equivalent of like 105 atomic bombs, like 105 Fat Boys.
Wow.
Fat boys.
Fat, well, whatever. I think
Fat
it
boys.
might be
I
even
think it's
like
called
more
Big
than
Boy or
that.
some shit.
It was
Big
Big
Boy
Boy
and
and
Fat
Fat Man.
Fat Man, that's it. Well, it's
No,
just-
no, Fat Man and Little Boy.
Yeah.
Hey, big
Yeah,
boy.
something
Yeah,
like
Fat
that.
Man, Little Boy.
Because Fat Man was the one with the plutonium stacks that was fat. That's Fat Man, and the Little Boy one was a cannon thing that was really thin.
That was on Nagasaki.
With the gun.
Little Boy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
The like it goes like
the
and
electron
then
gun. Yeah, where the Fat Man is like a chain explosive that goes. Yeah.
A little bit of science for you. there.
Physics, HSC physics there.
100%. Totally didn't waste my life
But
on
no,
that.
yeah, that's the reason I prefer the Sith because
Yeah.
the Jedi have like universally renowned as good.
Did you find the? Did you find the slogan?
Yeah, I found the
Oh,
the Sith motto.
Fucking everything,
Motto.
everything
The
that
slogan. Just do it.
everything that isn't canon is so much better. People are so much stronger.
Yeah.
Like Luke
that's
Skywalker,
why it's not canon.
Even Luke is stronger.
Luke Skywalker, for instance, killed a god, like a Force god or goddess, sorry, and like it was like said like when he wielded his lightsaber, he it looked like he wielded like 200 lightsabers or some shit, and it was so cool. And then there was a guy who literally ate planets.
Wait,
How
what?
fucking cool is that? He uses Force terrain to eat whole planets.
That's fine.
Sure, it's not the Leviathan.
No, no, no.
I was gonna make the joke, but
Yeah, but you can hold. You have restraint. He doesn't.
No bounds.
Yeah, no, my brother read me that over dinner once.
yeah,
and I was
it's
just
the-
like,
yeah,
"This
I'll-
is-
yeah,
yeah,
I'll-
yeah.
here, look, I'll read it out. It's like the Sith code. Peace is a lie. There is only passion. Through passion, I gain strength. Through strength, I gain power. Through power, I gain victory. Through victory, my chains are broken. The Force shall free me. And there's another language.
That's
that I
gonna
can't
be our
read.
YouTube motto.
No.
Yeah.
There's only one gender. Communist agenda.
That stupid Drake thing is like Our Little Pony. Wait, no, My Little Pony. Our Little Pony.
Um,
making
Oh,
comeback.
that's
I think
the
we
one.
should probably.
Uranus?
Yeah.
My
Uranus.
I think we should cut shit there.
I think we should
Like,
wrap it up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wrap
It'll
it
be a
up.
nice closing.
So-
If we start another topic, we'll go for a while.
Yeah.
We're at
That's
an
very
hour,
true.
like an hour 11 now.
So,
Alright.
I
um,
don't want to keep
Alright.
you beautiful people.
can you shut the? Can we just end it there, please?
No.
Tune
Sign
in
off.
next time.
Bye, have a great time.
I'd say there's potential.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed.